Let's get right down to business. In a market obsessed with bloated, overpriced SUVs that rarely see a dirt road, the subcompact hatchback segment has been fighting for its life. But Suzuki didn't just keep the Swift on life support for 2026, they entirely re-engineered it. I don't care about marketing buzzwords, and I know you don't either. We are here to look at the cold hard facts. What you are looking at is the 2026 Suzuki Swift. It promises better thermal efficiency, advanced safety tech that actually works, and a driving dynamic that respects your time and your wallet. Today we are going to dissect this machine. We will examine the exterior aerodynamics, tear into the mechanics of the new G series engine, evaluate the driver command center, and finally I will take it out on the road to see if the real world execution matches the spec sheet. If you want a pragmatic, hyper-efficient urban asset, you're in the right place. Let's break it down. First impressions matter, but I am more interested in purposeful design. Suzuki has sharpened the Swift's profile for 2026, and it is a masterclass in aggressive restraint. Look at this front fascia. They have gone with a high gloss black grille that dominates the front end, but it's not just for show. It's optimized for airflow into that new 3-cylinder block. The smoked projector headlamps with the boomerang style LED daytime running lights give it a predatory stance. It commands respect in the rear view mirror of the guy in front of you. We are sitting on 16-inch precision-cut polished alloy wheels. The stance is planted with a ground clearance sitting right around the 163mm mark. That is the exact sweet spot you want, low enough to reduce aerodynamic drag at highway speeds, but high enough that you aren't scraping the front lip on aggressive city speed bumps. It's calculated. And out back, the C-shaped LED tail lights cut a distinct signature at night. The body lines here aren't just stamped metal, they are aerodynamic channels designed to manage drag and improve fuel economy. Every crease serves a purpose. That is the kind of engineering discipline I respect. Alright, let's get into the belly of the beast. This is where the 2026 Swift separates itself from the legacy hatchbacks. Under here, Suzuki has dropped the new G12E engine. We are talking about a 1.2-liter naturally aspirated 3-cylinder block. Now, some of you might be scoffing at a 3-cylinder. Stop. Let's look at the math. This engine is paired with a 12-volt integrated starter generator, a mild hybrid system. It's not designed to win you a quarter-mile drag race. It is engineered for absolute urban supremacy and thermal efficiency. You're looking at about 80 to 82 horsepower and about 112 Newton meters of torque. But here is the critical factor. The torque comes in exactly where you need it in the rev range. Suzuki engineered this block with a staggering 13.9 to 1 compression ratio. What does that mean for you? It means unmatched combustion efficiency. You are easily looking at north of 55 to 60 miles per gallon or around 24 to 25 kilometers per liter, depending on how heavily you lean on the throttle. In an economy where fuel prices are a volatile liability, this car is your hedge against inflation. It's paired with either a 5-speed manual for those who want total control over the gear ratios or an incredibly efficient CVT for maximum seamlessness in gridlock traffic. It's practical, it's bulletproof, and it makes financial sense. Let's step inside the command center. An interior shouldn't feel like a toy store. It should feel like a cockpit. And Suzuki nailed the ergonomics here. First thing you notice when you sit down, the driver-centric orientation. The center stack is subtly angled toward the driver. I love this. It tells me the engineers actually drive cars. At the center of it all is a 9-inch floating multimedia touchscreen display. It's crisp. The latency is practically non-existent. And yes, it has wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You get in, your phone syncs instantly, and your navigation and logistics are ready to go. No cables, no clutter, no wasted time. Look at the analog digital instrument cluster. It gives you the necessary telemetry at a glance: average fuel consumption, hybrid battery status, and speed limits. Now, let's talk safety because I don't compromise on risk management. The 2026 Swift comes standard with 6 airbags, but more importantly, it features an advanced ADAS suite. We are talking adaptive cruise control, blind spot monitoring, rear cross traffic alert, and lane keep assist. The car actively scans the perimeter and intervenes if necessary. It's like having a co-pilot managing your blind spots while you focus on the road ahead. Boot space 265 liters. It's not a cargo van, but with a 60-40 split folding rear seat, it's more than enough for your luggage, your gym gear, or whatever supplies you need to execute your week. It's unapologetically practical. Alright, we are on the road. Specs on a piece of paper are meaningless if the car falls apart dynamically. So how does the 2026 Swift actually execute? Right out of the gate, the throttle response from the G series engine is immediate. The mild hybrid ISG torque fill completely masks the low-end lag you usually get with smaller displacement engines. When I demand power to merge into this lane, it delivers, no hesitation. Let's talk about the chassis and suspension. We have a MacPherson strut up front and a torsion beam in the rear. It sounds standard, but the tuning here is brilliant. It absorbs the harsh pavement without isolating you from the road. I can feel exactly what the front tires are doing. The steering is an electric power-assisted rack and pinion setup. It has weight to it. It's precise. When I point the nose into this corner, the chassis stays incredibly flat. It actually rewards aggressive driving, which is rare for a car built around fuel economy. The NVH levels, that is noise, vibration and harshness, are significantly improved over the last generation. Even pushing 70 miles per hour, the cabin remains a professional environment. I can take a hands-free call without shouting over wind noise. And the braking? Ventilated discs up front, drums in the rear. Some might complain about the rear drums, but for a car that weighs under 1000 kilograms, it is mathematically unnecessary to have rear discs. The braking force is strong, linear, and completely predictable. It does exactly what I tell it to do when I tell it to do it. So what is the bottom line on 2026 Suzuki Swift? We live in an era where automakers are charging absurd premiums for tech you don't need and weight that ruins efficiency. The Swift is the antidote to that nonsense. It is a highly engineered, aggressively styled, incredibly efficient tool. It secures your safety with top-tier ADAS, saves your capital at the fuel pump, and surprisingly still puts a smile on your face when you throw it into a corner. If you are a rational, result-oriented person looking for a daily driver that simply gets the job done better than the competition, this is your vehicle. It's an investment in efficiency. If you found this analysis valuable, hit the like button. Subscribe if you want more no-nonsense analytical automotive reviews, and drop a comment below letting me know what you think of Suzuki's engineering strategy here. Stay sharp, drive smart, and I will see you in the next one.